at the beach today and we are going to be painting. We wanted to paint pumpkins, but
Walmart ain't have no
any
motherfucking pumpkins.
I got a turtle. A turtle. I actually really liked that one, but then he showed me this one and I was like, why not? It's a mermaid. Like, that just fits. We got markers too, by the way, so it's not just like...
Markers? We just think the markers are better than painting all this because we gotta wait for it to dry and then do all that, and you're not trying to do all that.
So we're painting by the beach and we're just looking at the sunset. It's going down now, but I like the sound of the ocean. This is very therapeutic and just healing. Very healing for inner child. So yeah, I'm really excited to do this.
So look, I'm gonna start off with the color green.
I
don't know if I should follow this or not, cause this is...
I'm not gonna follow mine, cause I feel like, I don't know, I could make it more cute. I can contemplate her. But this is gonna be a lot of blue for the background. So I'm just gonna start on, I think I wanna start on, let's start on my turtle.
The chisel tip.
Oh, you took it.
Ooh, this marker.
Okay, let's just do the board then. Does the marker like suck? Is it dookie?
They're good for filling in. Look. Bruh.
You can't get it in the line. You gotta get it in the line.
Or what?
Or what?
But if I'm trying to fix this shit, bro.
Since Halloween is coming up.
Hey y'all, this is me in the future editing this. It's actually currently February 1st, so I got really sick and just couldn't edit my October video, so yes, this is all the way from October. So let's just pretend that this is Halloween season.
What are y'all gonna be? We're gonna be Gomez and Morticia from the Adams family. We actually might do 2 different costumes because we're going to 2 different occasions. Last night we went to a haunted plantation and like honestly, what did you think of it? Did you like it?
I mean, for what it was, it's like, I don't know, I spent $20 for fucking 15 minutes of that shit. So.
Yeah, it was really like a walkthrough, like a haunted house. Instead of a house, it was more of like a town, a little town. But it was cool.
Like 6 houses.
Yeah, 6 houses. I like the concept of it. That's actually really cool, I would say. I've never been to like a crazy haunted house. I've been to like bootleg ass ones, family friendly ass ones, and so. Sorry, I had to lock in for a second. Definitely, I was scared. I was scared. I did scream sometimes. The actors were like locked in for some reason.
I don't even know.
Locked in. One of them was in between the halls, like both legs fucking freeballing right now. Fucking on top of the roof. I don't know how he got up there and how he's holding that shit for so long. And then there's this one girl all crouched up in the corner. Crouched up, floating. I don't know how that girl was up there, and she was upside down doing some acrobatics ass shit. I don't know. That was crazy. I did scream though. You got spooked, huh? Hello.
Yeah, fuck yo. I just got like, they just jumped at me, bro. That's the only thing. They jumped at me. It was cool though.
Yeah, the actors was like getting into people's face though, and all of that shit. And I was trying to avoid eye contact, and it was just getting all close and close.
Oh, that's nice. Like, she just did that. Like, I'm already finished with the turtle.
Yeah, all I did was the bow. Maybe I should focus less on the details. He got the turtle already.
I should have painted the back brown. I don't know why I did green.
So, I am a true believer of the paranormal. Maybe like 80% because I haven't had anything crazy happen to me, thankfully, because I am protected and, you know, I don't play about that stuff. But there has been some times that I have experienced some spooky things, but definitely when I was younger. Now I feel like I could say that I'm not scared of no ghosts. Like, I don't fear them, but I am a scaredy cat. But like,
I
as
think
long as you don't like show them that you're scared, I think they shouldn't, they feed off of fear is what I'm saying. I'm spiritual, I would say, so I believe in it. There's good and bad, and it's just kind of where you want to place yourself in, like,
it's drizzling.
is it? I don't know. I was watching Sam and Colby's video the other day, and they went to like the Paranormal house. It's the new Conjuring house is what they're calling it, and apparently it's worse than the first one. And
So what makes it worse?
like, they actually got thrown across, like shit like that. And the new movie came out.
Wait,
honestly,
who got thrown across though?
like the family that was living in the house.
Mm.
Yeah, but the new movie came out, but honestly, I don't know if I want to see that. I watched The Devil Made Me Do It, and I still prayed after. Like, that's how serious I take that shit. Like, I still prayed after watching it because that shit's like manifest within itself. That's what I believe. That's what I'm saying. The more people manifest it into, existence and like fear it and, feed into that energy, it's going to create that. And that's kind of what happened in Sam and Kobe's video, where they debunked it. A spirit was talking to them, and that spirit got possessed by a demon or by something, that made it like, it's like this whole thing. Y'all should go watch it. It's pretty cool. I actually like watching it. They're dope, but I would never do the shit they do because they're great. They debunked it, and the spirit was talking about like how half of it's true, half of it's fake, half of them exaggerated it, like the family or whatever exaggerated it more for money and this and that. But there is something evil in this house because it was created by that, that by that facade of something being so dangerous and like demonic. And that shit was just crazy because like it really, yeah, it's true, like manifestation is true and it can happen in good and bad forms. So that's crazy. I remember I went to let me start that. I just be yapping. Yeah, I remember I went to Stanley Hotel. This was like years ago. I don't even remember how old I was, but I went with family. It was kind of scary, like just hearing about, because we got a tour and we heard about the history, and then that's where they filmed Dumb and Dumber and like The Shining and stuff.
I think like when you go into it scared, you're gonna find something to be scared about.
Exactly. Like it feeds off fear. It as in that energy, it's like when you're conscious of it and when it's because you're thinking, you're already scared, you're like conscious of something's gonna happen, something's gonna show up, all that stuff obviously is gonna happen. So moral of the story is manifest the shit that you want in life. The fuck. But yeah, no. I went to The Shining and I stood in this exact spot this one lady like fell and died from in like the hotel room, and like apparently she's a maid or something and she doesn't like men and only men. She's a spirit that doesn't like men. And there's stories that, let's say a couple goes in to spend a night or stay the night there, she would throw out the clothes of the couple or of the guy and fold and tidy up the girl's clothes.
What?
Period. She should.
Where'd
She
you
knows
hear
what's
that?
up.
That's like,
I'm pretty sure that's a true story. I'm just saying it like all stupid and shit, but like
that's a true story.
that's a true story.
How you know that's a true story?
Try it. Search it up.
What makes something a true story?
When there's like certificates of this person's death, and if it's like actually, I don't know, you're getting too complicated into it.
No, yeah, I'm not like, I believe in ghosts, but like,
Have you ever had any scary experience?
I haven't had a scary ghost experience.
That stuff is true. No, okay, let's tell them about our little spooky experiences out here, because we've had some crazy shit happen that we didn't really know at the time. But see, that's why we weren't conscious of being scared, so nothing happened. But then when we look back at it, that shit was scary, but we just have the balls, you know.
So the highway, right? We just decided one night to go over there. I decided it because I don't know, I've been trying to go on that highway because it's like all blocked off. It's like an old highway, and it's all like in an area where like a war was fought in like the 1700s, the 1800s. I would have to look a little deeper into that. I think it was like, yeah, and like we went in like the middle of the night. You recorded it, right?
I did record it and I never posted it. That night, oh my gosh, okay, you know what? That night did fit like some signs were showing, because that night a huge ass moth
Oh yeah, the moth
landed, and I took a picture of it. We like spotted a moth, and then it flew on his leg and crawled up his leg. And then when we went into the highway, like we went down, it was really dark. We had one fucking flashlight that was dying on us. It was raining and it was just us two. It was like nobody else was there. We're on a side mission, just exploring. It's raining right now.
We're exploring the old Hawaii highway.
Yeah, like it's super dark. We passed through the gate. Yeah, this is what we're looking like. How gorgeous. But look, this is the view we got right here. We're really high up. Oh, just stuck in
The highway's right there,
the new highway's down there. Oh, you can kind of see the city back there. Let's go deep down and explore more.
Slow down a little bit.
Yeah, but we just found like a really big moth we've never seen ever, and it landed on forehead because it needed to dry because of the rain. And yeah, it like crawled up him and then it flew away. It was like, thank you. It's very majestic, huge and scary, but peaceful at the same time. I'm soaked right now though. By the way guys, it's currently 11 p.m. at night.
It doesn't feel like it's that strong anymore.
Our flashlight might be giving out on us. This is what is it called? Survival. Surviving with Jorge and Treasure now. This is what's behind. Literally pitch black darkness. I'm so lacking. We're literally near the jungle, guys. No, but we're actually walking on a very old highway, an ancient highway. This is man-built, huh? Yeah, we were like walking on this old highway, and there's a view of the actual highway, you know. What's over here? There's like a right here. Maybe there's a view. Oh yeah, you can see the city right there and the highway right there. Cool. Looks like we have made it. You can see the highway right here, and then the old highway. Me. See, it was meant for me. It literally came back to me. That same moth that we seen earlier flew back right past me, and I seen it. I was like, no way, I just seen that. Oh, look at this view. Oh, it's back! It's back! Oh, that scared me. That moth came back too. See, there's so many signs. Really, the angels are speaking to us. Someone take a picture of us as well. But it didn't feel scary. Like, yeah, it felt eerie, you know, like we were walking in the dark and we couldn't see behind us. Like, there was times where we would look behind us, you know, just to check and stuff. But no, the dog's barking, the girls are fighting.
Bitches.
They ain't fucking with each other for real.
It was feeling eerie that night.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
like
feeling eerie.
our battery was draining, it was dying, and then like I don't know. I just felt like somebody was watching us, but like, how do you describe that feeling? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Alright guys, so unfortunately our adventure is over. We made it to the epic view though, which is cool. But
flashlight died. It's supposed to be 4 hours USB-C.
and it was lasted only 30 minutes. It's, you know, it's, some people have that as like a phobia. I forgot what it's called.
What?
I remember what it's called, but
What do you mean?
it's like a phobia of being watched. It's also kind of like anxiety, and it could be like anxiety.
And yeah, so there was a war there. Hold on, let's look. So that's what was scary, that we didn't know there was a war there till after. So it was.
Well, it was closed off because it was like a. I did like learn and research about that highway, but yeah, I definitely feel like we should have done more research before going there. But at the same time, I'm glad we didn't because it would have probably changed, you know, us.
Oh yeah, the
Going there.
1700s,
But yeah,
late
they
1700s.
had like, you were telling me though, like that little hole when you get there, it was specifically meant for like something. I don't remember, but it shows on the sign too. Like it like tells you the story and the history of it all. Okay, I'm just confusing myself with this. I'm trying to like do something cute with her hair, and it's confusing. Yeah, I only done that. I literally that night it felt mysterious. Like it was. I don't know how to explain it. It was comfortably eerie for me. Like it was very peaceful.
Yeah, it was so peacefully, like it was like peaceful.
But like
It
mysteriously.
was scary.
Like there was this white flower that I really liked. Like it was for me, cause you know how I told you guys about Lotus's quest and how it's like very calming, or how it's healing every time you go, and it's just like it's a different experience for me. Like I take everything as a sign. I take everything as like, you know, like a way of life. I'm connecting, I'm recharging, I'm grounding with nature. And so for me, it's a spiritual experience every time when I go on places like this. So that's probably why it felt more peaceful, because everything was just so calm, and it was like so beautiful, you know. Like it was a rainy night and we had a great view of the new highway too, by the way, and I took a really good picture.
So this old place here, so that it was eerie there too, but like we didn't know. So like the guy that previously had the room that we had, like he himself because he got violated by another guy that was in there, and like apparently the other guy that lived there with them was like was gay, and the other guy was not. He didn't like that. It was just weird there, and I like always had like I had weird dreams when I would stay there. Like I had sleep paralysis for the first time in my life there too. It was like I remember like our room, we have like LED lights up and stuff. So like the room was all red. It was all red, and I remember just waking up and not being able to move. I felt like I was too lazy to do it. But I tried to do it, but I couldn't. I tried to get up, I tried to like do stuff, but I couldn't. And like while I did that, I saw like a big shadow figure looking over us, like right behind the mirror that we have. When I saw the shadow figure, like I was like, what the fuck? But then I was like half asleep, so I didn't like fully process it. So I just went back to sleep because I was like, fuck that. Yeah, I never had sleep paralysis ever again. I couldn't explain to you what the black figure was. It was like super tall though. So it was like as tall as the room, and we have like a pretty tall ceiling.
During that time, for me mentally, it was a journey. That place, yeah, that definitely probably has to be one of the most craziest times of my life, especially adulting and stuff. There was just some bad juju going on. I would also have dreams. I had a dream one time about you getting into a car accident.
Oh yeah, you did.
A motorcycle accident, and I was literally traumatized that whole day because like it was so gory. Our candle like broke and glass cut, and that's a bad thing. Like for Asian parents and for, you know, like Asians, is that breaking glass is bad luck and stuff. And that cut me too. Like I had a huge cut on my finger because of that. And then not only that, that room had a fucking vortex. I believed in that shit, so I covered it with a towel, and it was like facing each other. So there was literally a vortex in our room. I was already mentally going through so much shit, and so much shit happened in my life during that time where I was like trying to recover. And when Jorge had told me the news, this is like way after we moved out, because we already knew like we could not stand that place and we needed to find a new place. Not only did we experience things in the room, but just the entire vibe. You know, some of the people were like, you know, like we were very uncomfortable with some of them, and it was just all so weird and eerie. Like, I hate it, honestly. After he told me the news, like, that literally gave me shivers down my spine.
Yeah, when I was hearing like the guy,
So tell how you found out.
so like, I found out because one guy I used to, one of the roommates, because there was like a whole bunch of people, I guess. One of the guy works at a nearby restaurant where I used to just go and be at. And I was just chopping it up with him, and then he told me, he was like, "Oh, did you ever feel anything weird while being in that room?" And I was like, "No." He also asked me if I got scratched at all, and then
Oh my god,
no,
really?
yeah.
That is
Our guy, he was like, "Did you feel anything weird or anything like that while you were in there?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, "I thought of you." And I was like, "Oh, maybe Treasure felt something over there." Did you say yes when I asked you? Did you get any scratches?
for me, I felt it mentally, you know, because I think the reason why I felt it mentally and like all of that was because I'm an empath and like I'm very intuitive. And so I felt all this energy around me and I felt so stuck. I felt so trapped. During that time, I was in psychosis, a really bad psychosis. And I knew it. I knew all of this shit was happening to me. I was so crazy. And so, like, I personally never had anything happen to me in the room, thankfully, but I definitely felt that energy. And that's like going back to what I was saying was like, as long as you put yourself in a different energy, put yourself in a way where it's like you are protected and like nothing can harm you, you are more powerful than them, and like all of that, and like not paying any mind to it. I felt it more spiritually, and it's probably because I'm spiritual that I feel things on more of a spiritual level. But I really was just more trying to listen to my spirit guides and stuff during that time. But I did get like icky feelings too. And yeah, it just affected me mentally. And I had bad dreams. I had cut myself. I didn't like the vortex, so I covered it. And yeah, it just, that whole place just seems like a blur to me now. It was draining my energy a lot. So, yeah, but we're on to better things. And thankfully, you know, I'm extremely grateful that we're out of there. But it's crazy how he had asked you, because that means like he knew, you know? And I feel like, what if, okay, what if everybody knew
Bruh, they did.
and nobody said anything?
Well, that happened like a few years ago. So like he also told me that like the way people found out, so this guy was dead in his room for a long time and like nobody checked on him, nobody nothing. There was a really bad smell and like they didn't know what it was. So, from them not knowing what it was, they like came and checked on the guy because his room smelled so bad and they saw inside and then the guy was all dead. And so like when people die, they release like all their fluids and stuff. So like there was like poop all over the ground, piss, throw up, all that. Yeah. So like that's why the room smelled so bad. It was all like in the carpet, so they had to tear out the carpet.
That's so crazy.
And
Yeah, and they
yeah,
remodeled the room and we didn't even know a thing. I also felt like, in a way, that is such a scam because they didn't put anything on that listing like it was just all forgotten about. And I was telling him that, I was like, bless that guy's soul, you know, the one that passed away. And it's just so crazy because he was going through something mentally, and at times there was times where I was just so like spiraling down into depression, and like I couldn't imagine that, you know, and I was affected in that way too. But like he was definitely going through things, you know, mentally, and it always really sucks, you know, to hear that someone, you know, loses their lives. You know, everybody's lives matter and you only get one. And so, yeah, it was just really crazy. It honestly feels like it's not real. That story is not real, but part of me is trying to like think that it's not real, you know?
That fool was that serious, that man.
Yeah, that's so crazy though. Like, that would gross me out, you know? Like just hearing the story.
But honestly, we wouldn't even have known if nobody told us.
Yeah, exactly. And oh my gosh, we did say something like that before. We have said many times, what if someone died in here? When we moved in and stuff,
The room looks so
we
sad though.
yeah, the room was so sad and eerie. But like, I remember we were like joking and shit. That we were like, oh, what if someone died in here? Ha 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 ha. You know, this is before we knew anything. Give us the chills because that shit was true, you know? I'm like, not to know.
Cause you're too focused on trying to get it perfect.
Oops.
I'm already knowing.
Perfection.
Just go for it, bro. No matter.
I want it to be me. Alright, surprise. It's dark now. We was locked in. We officially finished our paintings, and you know, I had to get creative. I had to go all out, and Jorge's actually looks really good. So 3, 2, 1. We ate so
Hold
hard.
on, look, show your first.
This one's mine. It's giving Tokidoki. It's giving Daddy. It's giving Gyali. It's giving Kunti. Like I said, I ate. I devoured.
Ah, that looks pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, both of ours look really good. I like his. His looks really nice. So yeah,
Fire,
it's
huh?
so cute.
I should have painted the turtle shell brown. I don't know why I did this one. It's like so glary. There you go. That's what it turned out like. So much more color. Doesn't look as dull.
Yeah.
And then it
More
looks
pop.
all highlighted. Look at that.
We're so artistic. Okay, and this is mine. So this was their picture. This is their picture right here. And this one is mine. Let's do a comparison.
Oh, they look pretty similar.
They look similar, but mine is better. And yeah, obviously I didn't want to like color the whole background, so I did like little waves. I hope it didn't fuck it up. I don't know, but still ate. Oh, and also I got inspiration to do this type of mermaid because my Royal High character is literally green and pink. So
What, that's Roblox?
yeah, Roblox.
Oh.
And my Royal High character is like a earth, a flower, fairy mermaid, and she's pink and green. And so I got inspiration and wanted to do pink and green because I love pink and green.
I don't know. I just did colors that look like what the coral reef would look like.
It looks really nice. I like it.
There's some, I don't know about the waves, but whatever. Lucky this wave looks like he's talking.
Yeah, and then I liked how he added bubbles, so I added bubbles. And the bubbles actually like makes it so much more better. It just enhances it. I put little bubbles on the fishies because that's perfect. So perfect. I surprised myself. I didn't expect me to like pop off. But but I did. But we did. And he was over here thinking about if we should go back to the highway. I'm wearing chanclas right now.
Bro, last time we went in the same shit. Guarantee I was wearing the fucking, well, the same fit I'm wearing today. Did we have a hoodie? No, yeah, we did, huh? No, bro.
You've been munching on it. It's my second time getting that.
I gotta be like this. That's why y'all see me leaning, because if I'm not, I'm like over here.
Let's end off with another scary story. So
scary tweakers in the dark.
So when I was really young, we used to live in an apartment complex, and we had a neighbor. Our neighbor was also Cambodian. We would always go, to their house to eat, to hang out. They had kids, and so like we would play back and forth. It was like, we were really close, and we're on the top floor of the apartment, and they're like two doors down. So basically, there's this one day where I'm going in, and I usually like go in to eat like soy sauce and rice and eggs with the grandma, and with Yay, that's what like we would call grandma. And I remember it was just me and her, and there's like a closet in the hallway, and I don't know why, but my neighbors had masks, like full on like Halloween masks, like with like hair, wig, and like to skin, and they would have masks like all up on the top, and some creepy dolls and shit, and like maybe it was just like Halloween costume, or they were collecting. I don't really know why they had masks. And so basically I remember walking down, and I look up at that mask, because that mask always gave me a weird fucking gut-wrenching feeling. Like it made me feel weird, it made me feel eerie, like that mask just made me feel so uncomfortable. Every time I like walk down the hall, I always look at that mask, because I'm like, I don't fuck with that shit, I hate that mask, And there's this one time I'm walking down the hall, I look at the mask in the eyes, and like it's just like a cut hole, like open hole where you can actually put your eyes into it, there's no like prosthetic eye or anything. So I look at the eyes, and I see white. I kid you not, I see a white glare watching me as I'm walking, and it's so fast, it's so swift. Like I can't even explain it. Like it's just white, not no like pupils or anything. It's just straight up white in the holes of the eyes, looking at me as I'm walking past.
That's crazy.
And it couldn't be the wall. You wanna know why? Because it's a full-on mask. It's a full-on mask. If it's a hole on the other side, all you would see is the wig or the skin. It's a full-on mask that you put over your head. So how could I see white in that mask? And so basically after that, I was just scared of that fucking mask. I looked at it every day. It never happened. It only happened once, but I looked at it every day, and I like, yeah, that shit was scary. So I've had experiences when I was younger, and yeah, let me know what your guys' scary stories are, or if you have any true stories or any urban stories that you've heard and grew up in, like if it's like cultural or something. But yeah, I've had some pretty crazy stuff happen.
I got a story. So I went up to Lookout Mountain, Colorado, with some friends, right? We all went out, and it was a long time ago. But like we were up in the mountain, and like we stopped, and like in the distance we saw like a hunchback figure with long hair, right?
Ooh.
It looked like a hunchback figure with one hair. But I should mention that like one of our boys went to go use the bathroom before that, right? And like we didn't know, so like we lucky got scared because we seen like the figure, but like the guy didn't even have long hair or anything. It was just like, I don't know, it just like scary. And no, it was like a, I'm not gonna start.
Was it like a person?
No, yeah, it was a person. So like, it was the guy that went to go use the bathroom, but he looked like scary from afar, and like we all started freaking out, and we started like,
that's crazy.
We started running in the car and locking the doors
and shit.
What
If it was a Skinwalker, or like something was there, like morphine? I don't know.
No,
like,
yeah, and then he started walking towards the car because he was obviously with us, but he didn't look like him. That's the thing. Like I don't know, we all saw it. We were all looking at him. I was like, I remember saying, I was like, what the fuck is that? And then he's walking towards the car, and then like he like speeds up and shit, and we're all like running to the car, like, oh shit. And then we all get in, and then we see that it's this fool. I'm like, bro. Well, I actually like, he didn't look like him, bro. Like his figure was so crazy. And it was pretty dark.
That is scary though. Yeah. To see. But like Asian movies and like Japanese horror movies, like all that shit is fucking scary. Them people know how to make scary movies. Just in general, Japan like has scary like urban legends and true stories, and like, yeah, it's crazy. I wanna go to Japan one day. Or like, well, if you're in a bad psych, hell no. I say I want to do shit like that, but then at the same time, I wouldn't. I want no attachment. I definitely don't have no attachments, other than my spirit guides.
I don't really have no stories like that. I'll just be chilling. Them ghosts, we just be chilling.
It was very fun, and So if you guys got a little spooked, because I did, like I got some chills down my spine. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, and yeah, sleep tight, good night, don't let the bed bugs fly.
Okay, bye.
Bye.